In this large building on William Street in Buffalo, we've shown you the massive mail processing operation for anything mailed in Western New York. But now all this could move 90 minutes down the Thruway to Rochester under a U.S. Postal System plan under consideration. The Postal Service, in a press release, no interviews, emphasizes no layoffs of several hundred current career employees with any such move and greater efficiency. But one union leader says consider recent Thruway closings and bad weather.
You mean to now tell me that New York State's second largest city is not going to get its mail delivery and the surrounding, suburbs because, for example, the Thruway shut down? To us, that's just preposterous.
As for the William Street site, it could become a, quote, local processing center. So what does that mean? Again, no postal interview, but maybe taking some mail delivery work out of nearby local community post offices with a potential delivery hitch.
We believe they'll then use that vacant building, as an S&DC model to pull those delivery units out of the neighborhoods into the old plant. Then those carriers have to travel to this centralized location, which would be William Street, get in their vehicles, and then drive back out into the suburbs, into these neighborhoods to deliver mail. There's going to be another degradation of the service standard because those starting times will be later, which means your delivery times will then be later.
But as first-class mail drops off with online options,
again, we've shifted from mailing letters to delivering packages, and there's no doubt that something has to be done. However, we've got to take that slowly. We've got to make sure all the stakeholders are involved, the unions, the public, and our elected officials, and make sure we get this right.
It is interesting, and Ron, for the average person who uses the mail to pay bills, some people still do that. I know you do. We all do. Well, some people do. You do. This really could have an impact.
Yeah, if you think about it. Okay, sensitive mail. If you're trying to make sure that you're avoiding late fees for, say, utility bills, credit card bills, you got to watch. There's a little bit of a grace period there, but that delivery time, there may be more of a lag now if this would happen.
Yeah, that's very interesting. You're right about that. You have to have it in by the 15th, but if you have that lag,
right,
you could be late and be paying much more.
Yeah, and we should point out this postal system consolidations has been going on around the country. It's controversial. Back in 2011, they actually tried to close the William Street Center. They failed. This time, there's going to be a January 31st public information meeting in Cheektowaga. Going to have information on our website along with a public survey you can send to the Postal Service to let them know what you think about this.
Ron, everybody is affected by this. Thank you so much for that story, and we'll see what happens at that public meeting January 31st.
Correct.
All right, coming up.